Here we go. Checking 1, 2. There we go. We should have it now. Tell them they should have it now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoa, sorry about that, everybody. We good? Yeah.
You know I can't be in no video.
Okay, well, okay, yeah.
Well, extra stage left, sir.
Andre Scrap Iron Wilson can't be in no videos. You got government issues. But anyway, so I'm just gonna let you know what's being recorded now.
You just went back on?
No, the sound just cut back on. Okay. Yeah, it should be live now, but sorry about the sound, y'all. Y'all missed it. Apologies. So, also on the other side of the border for our boy Hollow Point, this ride for him was about his dad. It's a long story I have to tell you, but he get emotional just speaking about his dad. So when he went down, he gave us his dad's vest. So one of the things he wanted us to do was just take pictures with his dad's vest on
at the California State
sign, and then at the party, just so different times I'll be holding up the vest, we'll take a picture, but definitely at the California sign, where everybody take a picture. This trip right here was monumental for me because a lot of y'all, if you follow me, it's a lot of shit I go through. A lot of shit. We're trying to put the FHO thing together, the family, and just motorcycle shit in general. But I fight for each and every one of y'all, whether you know it or not. For you to have your independence, for you to be able to do what you want to do, for you to be able to motorcycle on your own, without all the bullshit, without all the politics. So I go against all the heavy hitters. I take all the everything. That's just what I do. I love it, but I love y'all. So I'm starting with my band right here. How you find about the trip, and what did you learn, or what would you, do different?
Say real quick, can he introduce himself?
Yeah.
His name and where he's from?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 5 with the Road Wolves,
Okay.
Southern Mountain chapter. Okay. Found out about the trip on the internet, and also my brother here. We're in the same chapter, both from Maryland, Boogeyman. And I wouldn't do nothing different because you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
The more you ride, it don't matter. You learn something new every day. But the one thing you always got to keep in your mind, riding with people you know or don't know or anywhere on the road, you got to ride your own ride.
Yeah.
You can't chase somebody else because of what. Ride your own ride. Safety first.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I'm going to give my man Jay. What you got, Jay?
You ain't on the thing.
Yeah, get on the camera for me.
Oh.
You get it right there.
J1's FHO family member. Main thing is just being aware of everything out there. Like you said, different riders, different style. Just got to do you and hydrate.
Let's go, Buckwheat. But all of y'all that don't, this is the famous Buckwheat.
Yeah, I'm Buckwheat. I'm out of New Orleans. But I just found out that Sel and Queen got a life insurance policy. That's why we riding in all this damn heat. That's what I learned. You know what I mean? They talk about black people out of Africa. My people must have been on the offshore Africa because it's hot. But I enjoyed the ride. And I met some nice people. Anybody that ain't never did it, at least try it one time. I'm coming back again.
Yeah.
So to all y'all out there in TV land, YouTube land, peace, and FHO.
Got my man Jeezy up next.
What's going on, Pete? Jeezy, FHO family member. What I would do different, maybe get more contact numbers, and we should have done that. I say I should have done that because I had a situation here that's irrelevant for this, but I have to do a better job of getting contact information when we on ride.
Where you from, Jeezy? You didn't say a state you was from.
Detroit City!
Yeah. But we were from Louisiana, J1 was from Atlanta, Georgia. Go ahead, man.
My name is Mickey Drifter. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Shout out to my man Kenfolk too, biker for life. Yo, talk about my man Kenfolk.
This is my biker brother. I learned about the ride through Sunshine, one of my very good friends. We've been riding together and crossing the state of Texas and crossing the country. This is my first time with her. First time coming in the direction of California. Whoo, Lord, I'd rather keep going north or east. But first time also on a Harley. I cross country on my Busa. And when I learned about this ride, and they told me it was all Harleys, I was like, wow, I would be the one holding up the ride because I would need gas. So, long story short, first time on a Harley. I appreciate all the love. This is something I haven't seen in a very long time in the biker world. I've been in the biker community about 20 years, been on twos for 15. So what I do appreciate most about this ride is all of the help that I'm getting with the bike, all of the good information, learning about the bike. Nobody's made in front of me, told me anything negative or told me anything wrong. Everybody's just trying to be really helpful. I even love the female camaraderie. We don't have any of that negativity going on that I've seen recently over the years. The only thing that I would do different is the people who's on the ride, I would probably have started like a chat. Start a new chat.
We actually had that.
Okay.
We have a whole page. So we actually have a whole FHO page, West Coast Run page.
Okay, for the people that's here right now.
Yeah.
That's actually on the ride.
So that's how I did.
So like the people who are here now,
that's cool.
like a chat line, because like we didn't know where Dreadman went. We like where he go? Yeah. And we literally was blaming everybody else of where he was. So like whoever is at the spot, I would have just created a chat for this specific ride, because that's what I do with my people. And that would just be the chat for that weekend to check in. Hey, everybody good? You safe? Because if I have to go run off and I never came back, y'all wouldn't know.
Not only that, but that's what I'm gonna ask you that too. That's good, because once I say, hey, we're going here, because I'm responsible for all of y'all, whether y'all know that or not. And I know y'all are grown, but at the end of the day, if anything happens to you, it's gonna be my fault. I don't care how much Smith of a rider you are. So, Jeezy, you gonna give her the hand right? Yeah, you want her to handle that? Okay, so give it Jeezy. So we're gonna start the chat group right now and get that together. Other than that, appreciate you for appreciate having you. Come on over here, youngster. This is my little rookie right here.
Not so young.
I don't call him youngster, I just call him youngster. The boy's 72 years old.
Go to camera.
Yeah, you nervous? You go on in, man.
Yes, and I called him Dreadman.
All right, so where you from? Tell me your name. Where you from?
From Waterboro, South Carolina.
How did you find about the ride?
The internet.
The internet. Wow. All right, so what did you learn? What you didn't learn?
What I learned? A lot. A lot.
You got to talk about our gas station conversations. You got to do that.
Well, no, go ahead. Just tell me.
Man, so much.
I
learned a lot.
What's important to you? What was important to you?
I just want to just ride. Ride a good distance.
Yeah, you ride that. So just learn how to ride a good distance.
Yeah. 'Cause I ain't never, been this far.
No backrest, no helmet. Listen, this is what I learned about him. When we said, where your full face at, his dreads come around and just lock it on in, so he good to go. Got my man next.
Oh my God.
Boogeyman from Southern Maryland, Brotherhood 5. So I first learned from Shell. I picked up Shell on the internet. Shell was really big on MC protocol, and me and my brother, of course, were in MC. So protocol to me is very important. So Shell would always preach the truth, and he'd always give it to you the right way. So I was like, man, this man is smart. He's doing it right. This man's gonna keep us out of trouble as far as the MC world and stuff like that is concerned. So that's how I call Shell. So before this ride came up, me and my brother was gonna do the Bessie ride.
Okay.
So we were all locked in for that, and then you made the announcement. I mean, ladies, I love you. I'm sorry. Phil mentioned it. I was like, okay.
And we donated that money.
And yeah, so the donation. I hope they helped you, ladies. So don't matter, but I had to do this ride. I love you, ladies. I do. So that's how I met Phil, and that's how I found out about this ride. As far as what I learned, this is the longest ride I've ridden before. So all your tips as far as staying hydrated, know that I put excellent information out as far as know how far your bike can go. Run that bastard on E. Yeah. That way you'll know, exactly, how to gauge yourself. So that's how, So that's probably the biggest thing I learned as far as gauging your bike, knowing your bike, get out there, riding all your elements. That way you'll know your bike.
Speed is a factor.
Know the speed factor, know everything. And also, if you're riding in a group like this, be observant. Look at everybody. Look at how they ride. Look at their course. Look what they don't like, what they do like, and then get in where you fit in. So you know what I mean. So that's me. I like where I ride towards the front. But anyway, so that's what I've learned. So This is an excellent group. I love this. This joint's gonna be epic. So I can't wait to finish it. So
Appreciate you.
yeah, absolutely.
Everybody, this is my man Ro from Toro's MC President. It's always an honor for me to have any president, big shot, whatever. We got big shots. But any president to ride with me because he's the president. You guys are all, that shit means a lot to me. So,
Ro, Montgomery Chapter President, Toro's MC. Basically, just ride your own ride. If you get sick on the road, try to let somebody know so everybody can pull over. Or if you can't get everybody to pull over, don't be afraid to just pull over by yourself. You can always catch up later. Make sure you got addresses, telephone numbers. You can always catch up later on because you don't want to get out there and take everybody down with you. Just be safe out on the road. And I learned about sales from one of my brothers, my road captain. Backstabber. Don't ask me how he got that name. Well, it was his father name out of Detroit. From Detroit, which we got our 50th anniversary this year. I want to say what's up. I want to say what's up to all my bulls out there and all my heifers. Hey, y'all know y'all can't be bulls. Just ride your own ride. And if you get a chance, take the ride out here. It's definitely something to see.
Thank you.
Coming across the desert.
Next up, my man.
Okay. My name is Donald James. I'm all the way from Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. This heat ain't nothing for me, because it's a breeze from the heat. I'm used to this type of heat down in Miami. We get 100 plus, 110 humidity, and I like it. My homeboy Jerome, he broke down on me, so he got another bike. He broke down in Atlanta.
We still in Georgia.
We were still in Georgia, so he went ahead and bought another bike. What I learned about the trip.
But he on the new bike headed this way.
Yeah, he on the new bike headed this way. What I learned about the trip that I never know Arizona was next to Los Angeles. Because I used to come in all the time and never, explore the city. So I never explored the city because I have a lot of relatives here from Nigeria.
Okay.
And that's what I really learned about the trip, about the desert storms and everything. And it was one of my life, doing things before I leave this earth. Do East Coast, the West Coast. I'm glad to make it and see this dream. I learned about sales through Jerome. He said, man, you need to join this group. You need to check it out. There's no membership or nothing. So, okay, I'm going to check it out. So that's how I learned about sales in this
You're one of my 4 past members, OG in the game, man. So listen, let me tell you something. Not to your age, but this is to be an older gentleman and to handle this situation the way he is. That's what I'm proud of.
I'm the oldest one?
Not the old. I didn't say you're the oldest. But you're pushing on old like a motherfucker, right? You might not be the oldest, but you old that motherfucker. I'm probably the oldest one here, But I'm glad to have you, bro. FHO past member, so I love you for that. All right, cool. I'm my brother.
Right. I'm Chico. I'm from the Southern Maryland DMV area.
My man.
I found out about you on YouTube, and this was about 2009, 2010, and I was riding a Kawasaki Mini. Yeah. But anyway, that's when I went and got my bag. I got a bag in 2012. I'm riding it now, and I met your wife in Raleigh. I think it was Raleigh for the Q2.
Okay.
And that's when I got into the bag and following you. And I found out about this ride on YouTube as well. And so that's when I knew I wanted to make this trip. And it's been epic for me. Now we've been up since 1 a.m. Sunday morning. And, so yesterday I got super tired. I mean, I was drowsy. And the road was coming together, it was coming at me. And Scrap Iron looked out for me, bam, giving me chewing gum on the road. And finally I said, I got a jet to the next exit. And I told him before, we stopped, but I had a great time. Looking forward to getting to Cali and looking forward to doing it good. What I would do different is get more rest, especially when you're doing it 2 or 3 days in a row. So that's what I would do different. And, everybody we don't know each other, so we kind of gauge off each other and our response time and things like that. So other than that, I enjoyed the ride, and everybody just do what you can do, and know your limits, and take care of everybody around you.
Thank you very much. So when he's talking about my road captains, homie, I got some excellent road captains.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and that's one thing we do. I won't put off the road for nobody but my road captains, because that was my promise to everybody even before we left. So you have to get with one of them, they make the call, and then I don't even question, hey, we need to pull over. Boom, it's automatic. I'm in the front, I'm leading the pack, and that's one of the things, so like he said, but the biggest thing you cannot do is be scared not to speak. I don't care what, if you feel like, hey, I'm not 100%, or whatever it is, get the road captain, they're going to get me, we're going to pull over. Now, I'm not saying we're going to stay with you. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of people that are trying to go somewhere, but we're going to at least get you situated, get you straight, and we're going to keep you pushing. My brother, the dream, what you got there?
Hey, I'm Eric from Baltimore.
Emo in the house.
Like him, we've been up. I left my house at 1 o'clock Sunday night because I picked you up and went to Ike's house.
Right.
The interesting thing that I appreciate is all of the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the family aspect of it. As a culture, we've gotten away from that. We really, everybody's out for themselves. So I appreciate the family parts. I learned about you. I had just moved from Atlanta to Baltimore, and I was looking for somebody to ride with in Baltimore.
Wow.
And I YouTubed it, and you came up. And I wanted to go to Niagara last year, but that 3rd is my wife's birthday. So I have to juggle.
I told him to be out of there, tell her my bar present, tell her leave it on the bed, she ain't on the trip.
So I have to juggle with that. But then I found out about this ship because I sent you a message in October when I rode from Baltimore to Mississippi about the heated suit. And it meant so much to me. And so what I started to do is I listened. And, I hear everything you say, but I listen to the interesting stuff. And I try. Either it's going to work or it's not. Because what works for you don't work for me or for anybody else. So you go through those things. But the only thing I would have done different was took a week and moved to the desert. There's no way you would plan for the desert. I mean, hydrated. We drink all this water. If I eat another trail mix, if I eat any more nuts and drink any more Gatorade, I'm probably gonna puke. But it works. It works, and the cool part though is I don't know how to plan for that, because even with that, the sun somehow just mesmerizes you and it bakes you, and you're like, oh shit. It puts you to sleep regardless of. I'm gonna curse myself out. Gonna talk to all of my dead relatives. I was doing all this stuff.
Man, see a couple of them, right?
I was doing all of that, and it still didn't work until, but then it's that mind frame. It's the mental part is what the killer. If you ain't mentally right, you ain't gonna do it. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would do it again.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Sam, I do have one question. For everyone that has a clear shield, how many of y'all want to get it? They are smoking one down.
I don't like smoke. You can get a smoke shield if you want to. I just get glasses. I wear shield glasses. At night, I can't see that.
No, but I'm saying just for the extra daytime, because we rode into the west where the sun was baking us for about.
But most of the helmets got the
So
I
guess you got your sunglasses, but that smoke shield gives you what?
But you got the sunshade in most of the shit. But we'll get to that. Let's go.
My name's Tyrone from Carroll, Georgia.
Carroll, Georgia.
It's about 15 minutes from Tallahassee. Oh, your country, brother. Everybody calls me Grip. I learned about this ride about 2 years ago. I think we went to Atlanta, hit sail up, even went to the track. We reserved a spot at the track up there that day. We been going to the Kings of the South event every time. And then when I looked on it, like January, I saw he had this ride here going to California, and I was like, man, I got to do this ride. I called him Buddy Eric, which I knew he was going to be the only one that would ride with. So we just hooked up and rolled. Like I said, man, I enjoy the group. I mean, you start out, you don't know many people, but 2 or 3 days in, man, it's like we like family. Everybody's telling everybody stuff, how to get here, where you from, and resting points on different stuff. But man, I've enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again, man.
This my, but this, I don't know, I think he's a silent assassin, but there's something about it. I got my eyes.
Hey, I'm Eric from Chattanooga, west of Tallahassee.
It's been an experience, man. You learn new people. You have to drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated. And I did that for weeks. Drink water. I learned about the ride through YouTube. Okay. Followed you on YouTube, and my buddy Tyrone told me about it, so we decided to jump over and take the ride.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Oh, hold up. What should you not do to your bike before you get on the ride?
Hey, make sure them damn shorts right. I should have kept my hair right over.
This is my little sister Don, brand new to the FHO family, first time doing it big like this. So, what you got, Miss Lady?
Well, I met Sale. I was introduced to Sale by Isaac, and I came on board with FHO because Sale, he contacted me the minute he knew I wanted to go on a ride, and he pretty much said, "All right, little sister, I'm gonna take care of you." He pumped me with information, pointed me in the right direction always, where to go on the internet. Most of it was him just talking to me, and I knew that I was getting ready to be a part of this family. I looked forward to it. Queen tricked me. She told me, mail me your vest. And I mailed my vest, and then I realized what I was doing. And, but I'm here now. This ride I look forward to. I've been riding about 7 years. And I've been saying I'm going to California. And no disrespect to you men, I couldn't find a man to escort me on that ride. And I just knew it wasn't going to be safe, with my knowledge of riding, to take that ride alone or with a couple of the women I knew. And but like I said, Sale, you pumped a lot of good information. I was confident, but you brought my confidence level out of the roof, and I appreciate that so much. And I look forward to this family. I look forward to completing this ride, and then I'm going to do it again on my own. Yeah.
Sir.
My name is Donald. I'm from Houston. I met Sale I followed you on YouTube for a couple of years. I met you in Galveston at the bike rally. Yeah. You parked right on side, and you was coming up the Strand and stuff like that. I met you there. Kinfolk and Wild Child, all of them, my good friends and stuff like this. So I wanted to go to the ride once I see you doing it. I had about 5 people starting out. That's the thing I'm gonna say. The most thing I say, just get it in your mind. You might start with 5 or 6, but it's only gonna be one of them at the end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you put it out there, but not necessarily sure that they're gonna all come through. And with me driving trucks, this is not bad on me because I'm used to doing whatever it takes to stay to get where I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but I can understand because I have friends that go through the same thing. And just the information you put out there, water, hydrate, and everything else there, whatever else. And another thing is that quiet is be careful. It's a lot of people that have negative because of the bike set of information. It's like you putting out, how the do's and don't protocol. You're not supposed to do this because you're going against other brethrens and all this other stuff like that. But just keep doing what you do, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Because everybody don't take it the same way. And I tell people all the time, just because what don't work for you don't mean it don't work for the next guy. I appreciate it. And don't let nobody ever talk you out of not doing something. Because the first day everybody, man, I wasn't doing that, man, it's going to be hot. You ain't gonna make it. I tell everybody's not cut from the same cloth. So what might work for you might not work for the next guy. All right. So
I'm sorry, and I forgot to say I'm from Albany, Georgia, K-Road. And shout out to my family. We started on I-20. My phone is on I-20, but I'm all right.
What's happening? It's D. Johnson out of Chicago. I first heard about Sale in 2015. I bought my bagger, and I wanted to get immersed in the culture, and they pointed me his way. He was a go-to guy, spreading all the information. Yeah. Little wobbly videos, holding the cell phone at the time, but it was legible. You could read. I mean, you could read into it and get everything you needed out of it. I heard about the rag because I follow you. Yeah. You invited me down. You said we're gonna go down and bottom. I came on out. Sleeping bag in tow, gave me a nice little spot underneath that leather chair, and I've been hanging with you, man. And as far as this situation, this is one of the best times I've ever had. Wow. I mean, just laughing with y'all, not knowing anybody, but just I'm sorry.
But you didn't even get into it later on. We already had.
But Mickey came in buck white.
Yeah.
But we was already softened him up by the time he got to you. He was already,
This is my vacation from bullshit. Yeah. Ain't nobody a snake or nothing. Ain't nobody on no sad shit. It's just, they just want to ride everybody on the same agenda. Let's get to California. Let's enjoy ourselves. I mean, I've had tons of fun. We ain't even made it to the spot yet. It's hot as fuck out here. Excuse me, it's hot. Like you said about the vibes, I get that little raccoon face if I don't have a tan one. So I got that. I picked that up from you, what to get and how to play it. Check the bike out, tires. I didn't play that game with the tires. Man, I'm just enjoying myself. And what I learned was there is a car wash off of 220 if you want to wash your bike. But
hey, he's a bike. Listen, let me tell y'all this real quick. He pulled up at my house. I don't wash my bike. I let somebody do it. I wipe it down. So he tricked me into washing my bike at the house. I promise you, we washed the bikes down. We grabbed the walk in the house, and God said, "Hold up, I got something for you." Pour down rain. So I looked at the
rain for about an hour.
I said, I know better than that. I know damn well I ain't supposed to be washing no more motorcycle. And we get ready to get on the road.
My fault, but they was clean.
Yeah, no, it rained immediately. I'm talking about wind. I'm talking about everything. Boom. Well, all right.
What's up, everybody? Ike from the DMV. So Sale and I go way back. I think I was still riding my street bike when we first. When we first met, I was still wearing my Z14. Then rode. My first experience was riding across country on my very first Harley. Didn't know what I was doing, but that was my experience and that was my lesson. The biggest thing that I learned, which I already knew, is that people just don't listen to you. They're gonna have their own experience. No matter how much that I preached about hydrating, no matter how much I preached about stop drinking, if you like to drink, put the sauce down just for a little while because that heat is gonna come get you. And in the tires, the how to get your bike ready. It was so funny. Dawn called me so many times. But Dawn and I go back 22 years, so we've been friends for 22 years. So when she said it, but it just amazed me that people just don't listen to what we try to do to just only help you and prepare you to get through the most difficult part of the ride. While we on the East Coast, it's simple. Yeah, we started cold, but when we left Maryland, it was like 40 degrees. And it was funny because we all pulled up like, we didn't think we were going to be this cold. We should. But we had our gear. We put our gear on and we kept going. Okay, and then as we went through it, it started raining. We put that gear on. But when you are properly prepared, it actually benefits you when you least expect it. Okay, tires, having your bike maintenance. And I preached, getting on your bike, get up to 85, 90 miles an hour until you run that joke out of gas. There was a purpose for that. The purpose was when y'all started seeing how long them daggone gas stops were.
We really and to be honest,
you just said, even though that we try our best to actually cut them out, but you also need to know that Harleys are built for a certain elevation. Once you get that bike back to the elevation that it was built for, it increases the gas mileage by itself naturally. We knew that, but we needed you to know that my bike can go this far. So, but for those people that found out that their bike can do 185 miles and they ain't got but a 5-gallon tank, woo, they found out. Then I learned that someone riding in 5th gear the whole trip. Like, what you riding in 5th gear for? Running out of gas. So, get on your bike, experience your bike, know your bike, learn your bike, and then when you get the stuff like this is easier. I like Mickey. I just met Mickey. Mickey come from a sport bike. She's still going back to the extra sport bike. She said, I don't know nothing about this bike. But watch this. Last night, we hit 2 curves. Anybody come down to 10 and come around and I'm coming through Phoenix, you know what 2 curves I'm talking about. Mickey said, I saw you do it. I followed you. Hey, I know I hit that curve every bit about 90 miles an hour. And Mickey was right behind me. Sunshine. What? Y'all did something to me. What? I would take any curve. But look, just know your bike. bike and trust that the information that we giving to you. Look, I was so mad last night. I'll be honest with you. I dreamed about the ride. I wrote a whole sermon about the ride.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Sir. Okay. All right, let's go. Hey, now this right here, this is my little legend, my little hero.
Don't try.
I'm serious. Y'all can say what y'all want to say.
Your shiro.
My shiro, man, awesome. I mean, it's Sunshine Rockets. I mean, I really can't say too much about it, but and she on my ride. What you got, baby?
All right, now, first of all, a lot of people don't know this, but Sel and I actually met in LA. And I'm going to tell you how we met. Black actually called me up, Fast Black called me up, said, Sunshine, I heard you going to LA. I said, yeah. He said, well, I want you to meet. He said, go by Sel and get Sel to take you by the candy shop. I said, well, who is Sel? He said, you mean Tim, you don't know who Sel is? I said, no. So he hooked us up. Sel, yeah, and Sel and I get teary-eyed because we talk a lot. Because one thing that I've helped Sel to understand is there's somebody out there that loves you, okay? It's up to you to decide if you're going to continuously try to give your love to people who don't appreciate you. Or you get your own little group of people who love the hell out of you, okay? Life lessons, sunshine burn. So that's something that he and I talk about a lot, just through our friendship growing over the years. But the one thing I want to say, y'all, Sel taught me how to split lanes in LA. I was so scared, and y'all, he was a king back then, and all you could see was that king, the packing like this. And I'm like, huh? He said, hey, come on here, girl. So anyway, y'all, that was the highlight. I love Sel from that day on because he taught me how to do something I didn't know how to do. And I didn't realize it was legal. He said, girl, yeah, you can do it. Come on. So anyway, that was that. Then I met all the guys at the candy shop. So that year was really, really an awesome year. Like I said, I came here to LA. I didn't know nobody. But that's how I ended up meeting him. So a lot of people thought we met, in Atlanta, Texas, somewhere. I'm like, no, I met Sel for the first time. Didn't know what he was going to look like or nothing. We met up on a corner at Texaco in LA. So
where you at? Stop.
Yeah. And ever since then, we've just had a friendship that has grown over the years. He and I got some secrets we're going to take to heaven with us. It's very, very important for you to find a friend that you can talk to, whether it's personal, whether it's biker stuff or something like that. But the one thing I want to say about this ride that I've learned, yesterday I got to feeling ill, and I'm going to say this, I've only been riding 18 years, but as an experienced rider, as I consider myself, I felt real bad yesterday. After we just pulled off, y'all, got up the road maybe 3 miles. All of a sudden, it hit me, y'all. My vision went blurry. I'm talking about blurry, y'all. We're doing 85, almost 90. And I could just barely see. Next thing I know, y'all, I try to touch myself, and I'm not even sweating. So I motioned to Mickey. I did like this here. So I was letting Mickey know, you and I are going to pull over. I got to get something to drink. I got to get me together. And I think, the road captain saw me and Mickey about to get over. Next thing you know, they made the connection. So when I seen everybody getting over, I'm not gonna lie, and even as experienced as I am, I felt bad because I said, damn, I'm pulling these guys over, and we only been on the road 2-3 miles. So anyway, long story short, I run in, I just pour water all over me, I get me together because I know what's wrong. Anybody that's out here, one thing I'm going to say, don't be embarrassed to let the group know that you're sick. Don't be embarrassed. It ain't nothing about being macho out here. It ain't nothing about, yeah, I did this, yeah, I did that. For instance, if my sight would have went completely out, I wrecked my bike, you don't know who I'm going to run into. So everybody knows their own bike. You know your own situation. You know what medication you take. You know everything that you got going on. It's so important for you to let the people around you know, especially when you're not feeling well. Now, the one thing that I want to say that maybe we can do different, because I'm starting my own business. But the ID cards, and y'all know back in the day, the older guys can tell you put them in your helmet, in your head. But I have something that's coming out. It'll give your group, it'll give your name, you'll have a place to put 2 or 3 contact people. It'll have what surgeries you've had, and a lot of people say, oh, well, that ain't important. Yes, it is important. You get to the hospital, they need to know what metal pieces you have in your body. And see, I got a few metal pieces in myself, and y'all, I'm totally disabled. So I got a couple of metal pieces in my body. They need to know what they can do and what they can't do. They need to know your blood type. They need to know if you're suffering from PSD, depression, anxiety. I know what I'm talking about. So it's so important for you to know these things about the people that you're riding with. And so like I got sick yesterday, I was saying to myself, boy, don't nobody even have my daughter's phone number, you know. But going on Facebook, you would know how to contact them. But anyway, again, it's so important for us when you ride with somebody to know some information about it. It ain't about being nosy. It ain't none of that. That person just might get sick. It might need you. But thank you.
Appreciate it. One of the things too, and it's just, Bam, come on, I need my man here. Where my man Bam, man, my road captain.
Let me say something. I like to say a shout out to Bam. Roll King, Mr. Roll King, and Mr. I got 1 hour supporters. They already went.
What you call him, Hollywood? Man, come on out here. Yeah, that one-piece jumpsuit. Come on out here.
This dude right here, let me say something. This dude right here.
I did learn that Bam bike is really fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My man Bam is my right hand man when it comes to this highway stuff. He runs the highway like him and Jeezy. One of the things I'm gonna say this. I hope all the information I've been telling y'all, you got a chance to see why I told you. That's number one. Number two, if you understand that I love this shit, I love this shit. So I take it very seriously. I'm gonna give it emotion now. But the biggest thing for me is this. I do it by myself. So everything y'all did with everybody, just imagine being out there by yourself. Worried about the breakdown, worried about, the next gas station, is it up here, is it up there? So the biggest thing, and I'm gonna ask each one of y'all, is that when you take a ride with somebody that's putting together a ride or whatever, do you trust them? And I hope all you guys trusted me to get you from point A to point B, and then to keep you safe in the whole 9 yards. What y'all see is the end result of everything that's been put in together. From making the phone calls to the big wigs to the little people to the gangbangers to the members. I didn't make. Hey, I'm bringing some folks. He got his whole face is blue. It's good. Oh, I said if he with you, he good. Oh, okay, we ain't gangbanging. I'm just the nigga just got a blue face. but that's important to me because I'm telling you, I love you guys that much. So it's a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes. Where we at right now. This is all a blessing for FHO. They put this together like I told them. I met them at the same time y'all met them. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know right now, y'all would open up your house and hardly nobody. So that's the blessing and love in that. But this man right here is my man.
Bam the Bug, straight out of Atlanta.
Great baby.
Hey, y'all know Grady, baby.
You have insurance?
No, yeah, we had insurance. We had a little check. Holy family day.
Yeah.
It's on the west side.
Yeah.
But I got you. Just listen to me, do what I ask you, and I got you. I'm watching. Yeah, you all watching. I'm not all seeing out on that. You out. Yeah, I'm watching. Brother, get out of line.
It was so funny. Bam said, "All right, where you at?" I'm in the back. I fell asleep. He said, "What?" I fell asleep, dog. I had to come back here by myself and regroup. But with that, Bam will check on you until you get pissed at him.
Yeah.
Right. He gonna check on you until you
If he ain't mad at me, I ain't be on myself. So he said, okay.
Also, even though I know Sale do these rides all the time, I went and rode beside him purposely. Why? Because even though that he may not ever say it, oh man, I'm good. So no, I need to ride right beside him. What it does to him, it reassures him. Mm-hmm. It brings him back. Even when he don't want to tell nobody that he may be a
he tired. He ain't got no sleep.
But look, guess what, yo? But just by me riding next to him, I saw how his face lit up. He even rode. He actually sat different. So yeah,
y'all think y'all haven't had no sleep on me?
Yeah, 2 hours of sleep. 2.
I haven't had nothing to eat, because I can't do all it. But I do it because of you guys. But like for example, when I say kickstand up at a certain time, you're not gonna beat me to the bike. I'm gonna be the first one. If I gotta be there an hour and a half early, just waiting.
You know I tried.
So, but it's important to me because I'm the kind of person that my word is all I got. Mm-hmm. And everybody is looking for that to be not true. But it is what it is. So everybody that made this ride, I got with Rare Breed and got with Mr. Nate, one of their national members, one of their founders, and he sent me these patches. These patches right now are the hottest shit in the world right now. So this
the members ain't even got it
yet. Yeah, most of, and when I got them, best believe, I caught hell, snowman per. Nigga, I done fuck you every Who the fuck you think you is? What the fuck? Anyway, so, but on behalf of Rare Breed, man, I love you guys. This is the 30th anniversary patch, and I'm gonna say this. Rare Breed 30th, you guys are going, y'all never seen an event this big. This is gonna be fucking enormous. I don't care where you from. You ain't never seen no shit like this. But for them to be 30 years in the game, for them to have a club with shot callers from Crips, from Bloods to SAs to Whites, and to make it work, man. When you see them cats, appreciate it, because it's amazing. I ain't saying that they perfect. I'm not saying that, but in our generation, Rare Breed is a shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I got with them, and I was told that I could present y'all with these patches, Rare Breed 30th, and I wanted to wait till the day. Also, too, in my video, I told y'all this. The first day, y'all in love with Sale, y'all he's the greatest thing in the world. But that second day ain't gonna be shit. Yesterday I broke up 3 fights. Kevin Ingram set his motorcycle on fire and some more shit. So, we got the ball. But again, anybody, when you call me, if you call me or text me, I promise you I answer.
Yes.
Yeah, you do that. I mean, I promise.
No, I don't get no sleep either.
And the reason why I do that is because I want somebody to do that for me.
Gotcha. Another thing too, listen to your motorcycle, cause man, I heard some stuff my bike was doing. That's how we put it coming.
No, that was me.
Yeah, but now the other guy, no more. We was riding then, but once you just call Highway Bully, he telling me to go. I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure out what's going on and stuff like that. So I'm just learning about the oil and octane. And
so, like I said, I do this stuff. So my thing of it is when people always say, "All you do is ride your motorcycle," that ain't shit. That's okay. Just ride yours.
So, hey, I got one thing, just backtrack. Riding by yourself. I learned from him. We had planned to ride to Chicago one year, and the brothers couldn't go. And it came down to just one man standing. And I had to make a decision whether I should go or not go. And because I had listened to all his videos, I said, I'm out of here. And I went to Chicago, and he was there. And I thought, but you didn't give me credit for my, what do you call it? Yonder. You didn't give me credit for Yonder because it's 750 miles.
It's on one.
You got a handicap sticker. I wouldn't give a damn. Hey, for real. Go talk. What he said is right. That's how I went to California last year. I had Cassie supposed to go with me. Everybody bailed. That's why I come. And I went on by myself.
All you got to understand is, if I had to wait on anybody, y'all wouldn't even know.
Exactly.
I'm just being real. If I had to wait on people to ride with me,
get out there.
Y'all wouldn't even know me, man. So one thing, like you just said, if you want to go, and I said that. I said that last week in the video. If you don't know right now that you're going to California, then you're not going to go. You're not going to go.
Can I just say something real quick? That's just like when as soon as I paid my money to go on the best ride too, but then I was like, you know what? I went last year with the best when they rode from Atlanta up to Wisconsin. Beautiful group of ladies. And so when Sale came back out saying his ride, I said, you know what? I got to go on Sale ride. So anyway, I put it out on Facebook. Y'all want to ride with me? I'm going to find chicks here. I said, we're going to go to Dallas and catch them. Well, y'all, they don't want to go because we're going on 20. Well, so we can just meet them in our house. I said, no, baby, you can just have the ride. The joy is getting in with them on the 20. So nobody else wanted to come up to the 20. So the others said, nah, Sunshine, we just going. I said, well, y'all do y'all. We're going to go meet up on the 20. And yesterday, somebody said, Sunshine, we can't believe y'all went up on the 20 just to come back across. I said, because y'all not us. And we want the enjoyment of ride with FHO.
Appreciate everybody here. This is Patch. You guys,
y'all see y'all on them patches?
I said that.
You can come in. I
got hers.
Amen.
Appreciate it. You
I bought my soul.
Thank you, sir. You got yours already?
Oh, no.
You got yours? We don't have one. I got one home. We have one.
Yeah, I need to.
All right, so listen. Real quick, I'm almost done. Another real big thing is FHO. We are officially a motorcycle association. That was big for me when we first ever did that type of shit. So that keeps us away from having to answer any bullshit from anybody. But more importantly than that, man, I gotta leave it. Hand that to them. I'm sorry. But more importantly for that, one thing y'all need to know is that I fight for this shit. I really do. So that's what it is. Also, so how much money do we have to present to them?
So come on up, D and
Come on, y'all.
Ron.
Come on, man. Come on.
Come on, D and Ron. 1 or 2.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got one on the camera right here. Now what? So this is you don't want to come. So how much we got?
$240.
$240, man. On behalf of the FHO West Coast for bags, Ron, and riders, we want to present y'all with that. Also, check this out. All the way from Atlanta, Georgia, a can of peach crust.
That's my favorite.
Hey, what she loves.
Who knew?
She'll take the pop with no money.
Yeah, hey. That's her. But anyway, so it's time for us to hit this deadline. I want to tell you this. It's going to be hot.
You got one ain't peeled up.
It's going to be hot, as always, but we're going to get through that. We're going to gas it right here. Gas it right at the corner. We're going to gas it right at the corner. Hit the 10. It's a straight shot 10. Again, I told you when we hit the border, we're going to hit the border, get the counterpoint sign, take that picture. And after that, we're going to try not to split lanes if we don't have to. Anybody in here got a problem with splitting lanes, you're going to follow the person in front of you.
We did that on the highway.
Anybody.
Y'all don't remember Texas? Right.
I got profits. My wheels too big.
Listen, one thing that you will see, and you can ask Sunshine is her first time, the cars know that they have to get out the way. Yes. So when you hit, but now we're not going to have people on this side. We're going to take one line, whatever line that is, if we have to. I'm going to try not to. We got to wait in traffic. It's cool. But that's against the law to sit in traffic on your motorcycle. Because the drivers are looking, they hear the noise, so they automatically moving over, looking for you to come through. And when you don't, it pisses them off the whole 9 yards. To the point where I'm going to hear your story. I took somebody a couple of years ago.
Yes,
I don't give a fuck. Said we ain't split that traffic. Fuck you. What? Blah 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 blah. We ain't split traffic. My man Heavy. I said, Heavy, we gotta split traffic. Well, we ain't doing it. Fuck that. You ain't showing out. We ain't doing none of that. So I said, all right, fuck you. I'm with my man. We sitting in traffic. Highway patrol pulled up and said, what the fuck wrong with y'all? If you don't get your ass out of here, get off the freeway. Or if not, get a ticket. Oh, they were right there.
Because see, if that bike stalls, that's a whole nother problem.
So that's why they do it. But so just take your time. It ain't gonna, like, if we have to, my goal is to avoid.
No, I don't have a problem. Okay. I'm just saying, you know.
All right. So other than that, it's not everybody, but everybody that's here. Love you.
No, she here now. We got the other 3 people. Sarah also, if we do lane split, let your highway pegs up.
Yeah, that's most important. When you do lane split, let them highway pegs up. Now let me tell y'all something too real quick. Teach y'all some more games. How many miles do you need to have before you put your highway pegs down? 500. So if you ain't less than 500 miles on any ride, any day, you got your highway pegs less than 500. I'm gonna tell you the story behind that. The highway pegs was a symbol back in the day to all the OGs that you actually come from out of state or you rode your motorcycle. It wasn't for you to be cool and cute, for you to have your legs sticked out, none of that. So when you pulled up to the scene and your highway pegs was down, they know you done rode from somewhere different. That was the symbol of the highway peg. That's where it comes from. Just teach you history so you understand and appreciate what it's all about. But also, what you guys didn't remember, what you guys didn't realize is that we came through one of the what is that thing called, Sunshine? In Mexico that we came across, the Continental Divide.
Yeah.
So back in the day, our OGs, when you rolled past the Continental Divide, they gave you the right to tie a rag on your bike. And that's when, if you ever see like Highway Smiley, Fly going on, some of the greats, that's what that rag is. That lets somebody know, again, that was a way to let the people know you rode your motorcycle. So, but you guys came across one, the Continental Divide, and to you it might not be nothing, but that's considered a real.
So I can put my rag on mine?
You can.
Pick a color.
All right, real quick. So, who else we got? Okay, who else we got? Is she coming? Yeah. All right, real quick. Come on, real quick while we don't be on live.
What's up?
Come say your name, where you from, and what you learned and didn't learn. Come on. Come say right here.
Man, I don't even give me the questions ahead of time.
Ain't no questions. No, turn around. The camera this way.
Oh, damn, I didn't even know. Carter Russell, it's my first time going on a long ride like this ride. I didn't know the desert was this big.
Yeah.
You got to really prepare your body and your bike and for this ride. If you don't, there's a high probability you're going to fall off. Plain and simple. And what else?
How did you know about the ride?
Well, I signed up for FHO. I've been following the channel for a while, and I just want to get my bike ready. Never rode to California, so I had to get out there and
This is supposed to be giving you a half a real free since the 30th patch.
I'm from Atlanta.
All right, you got next up my brother Julie. Come on, Jay. What did you learn?
No, I don't know.
What did you learn?
I had 48 ounces already.
Count your ounces.
48 already. Julius, aka Jay from Atlanta, part of FHO family. One more thing I learned about just to try to learn each rider's weaknesses on the ride, because sometimes when you meet new people, you don't know exactly how they ride, so you pay more attention to those people and find out, hey, this person doesn't do good in curves. So we're going to slow down and we're going to give that person a little more room because they want to come in. That's basically it, and just learn to just stay calm in any kind of situation. I mean, this is not my first long ride. It's not my first ride with a lot of riders. So I'm enjoying it, looking forward to the time in California and the ride back. And that's it. From Atlanta, from ATL, going all the way west.
Come on, Miss Lady. Hey, this right here now, this right here. She damn near didn't make it. I'm telling y'all know right now. We plotting and all kind of shit. We had dug the grave up already, but we couldn't get it close enough to push in that motherfucker.
So, what am I supposed to say?
Where you from? What's your name? Where you from? How did you find out about the ride? What you like? What you learned? All that kind of stuff.
Okay, so they call me Mama Cougar. I'm a Rough Rider, VP of New Haven County Chapter Rough Riders. I came from Connecticut, started out on last Friday morning. I found out about the ride from Ike. We go way back in our circuit. And what I learned was, first of all, to prepare myself. I was not prepared for the desert. And to get humble and to learn how to listen, and it's okay to be vulnerable. As a female in this community, I've always, tried to come across as a leader and with some type of strength, but it didn't get me anywhere yesterday. So I definitely learned it's okay to be vulnerable. I was delirious, I was dehydrated, and to listen to the road captain. So.
That's the rare anniversary. She came from Connecticut on the soft team.
On the Wallaby soft team.
If she had came to Atlanta, she would have made it. My road captain would have grounded her at that time. We got her situated, we got her straight.
Got that fresh
I appreciate that. So everybody, we got the desert coming up. We're gonna knock this shit out. I believe, what is that, California? No, after we cross the border, that's California City where we got stuff at?
About 20 minutes. Yeah, yes, I did.
No,
we didn't hit the one right before you go to Cali because gas cheaper in Arizona than
we want gas on it. So like 120, then gas up to go there. Do we got enough to do that, or we still like to gas?
We got 120 miles to
get to the
line. Border, so we can gas up at the border if you want cheaper gas. We can cross the border.
Well, we can gas up at the border.
We got to do the sign, right? We got to do the sign with the next, right?
Yeah, but the gas is not there.
Okay.
No, it's not right there. But I'm sorry, what he said makes sense. If we do that, we go knock this little one, whatever, our gas up, go across the border, and then gas up. You're going from 250 to 450.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't really matter. We're not tripping. But, it is what it is. Other than that, love y'all. Let's get these bags packed up. I hope everybody listens. Again, it should be a beautiful day today. I hope you guys trust the system. I hope you guys trust the people that we got in play. If they didn't show you that they love you, appreciate you. I hope that you did learn that. But we here, man. And one thing about it, y'all know we don't play no favoritism just to the person at FHO or not. We, all of y'all equal the same. So whatever it is. Love y'all.
Let's go get black, baby. Wait the fuck we get in medicine. That's right. You right. I gotta get my medicine. Let's go get black. Oh, I smoke plenty of marijuana.
Where's Julius?
I don't know why she asked me that.
Real quick. Queen.
Real quick. We're gonna have about 10 minutes delay because the ones who just got here, they need to eat.
Okay, eat, get
So
your
we're
water.
gonna give them about 10 minutes to eat, and then we'll be ready to wrap.
Hey, where's Julius?
He gets on the A too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So it really well, while they eat, most people go for gas. So that's most people have gas.
The Trump get out. He gonna be
What did you get?
That's so awesome.
And really shout out to the San Antonio chapter this weekend, their 20-year anniversary. It was great. Chulo, Vice President and Chief President of the Toro chapter, had a great time. See you guys at the roundup.
Peace. Love you.